The golf swing doesn't come down to athleticism. It doesn't come down to having precise timing. It comes down to understanding the role of this arm and wrist in the golf swing. And this is what pros focus on so they can strike the ball consistently from week to week. I'm Tom Saguto. I've helped millions of golfers all over the world through the power of a body-friendly, simplified approach to the golf swing. I'm also an avid guitar player, and I have a life outside of golf. And I gotta tell you that I couldn't be playing this game and enjoying life if it wasn't for a simpler approach to the swing. I have made the swing far too complicated over the years, and if you're like me, you focused on hitting every position from takeaway, making sure you're getting enough wrist hinge here, making sure we avoid flying away elbow, getting in the correct top of backswing position, where's the club face, oh my, I've got to get my hands timed up at impact, I've got to fire my hips. All the thinking, if you're tired of all the thinking, this is going to greatly simplify things for you. And this is exactly what pros are using because it is a simplified approach. You gotta enjoy life. You gotta have fun playing golf. You gotta have fun doing the other things you love. And golf is life. So hitting a crispy golf shot is priority number one. The role of this grip, this hand, this arm in the golf swing cannot be overstated. I did a video recently on this topic discussing the importance of having this hand over, more on top instead of under. Now, not going to dive into the specifics of that video, but this video is more focused on ball striking and getting you to get into a solid ball striking position without having to do tons of practice or suffer through getting into all these other swing positions and watching hundreds of other videos. I just want you to get out of the mess today. So what we're going to do is look at the role of this arm briefly. Then we're going to go into a nice little drill and show you how I would train the golf swing so you can go week to week just striking it pure. And yeah, then you'll be able to go out to the range and just stripe it. So let's go. First off, Rory McIlroy sets up. He's got a strong lead hand, strong grip lead hand. A lot of people love strong grip lead hands, okay? But when you watch him take his trail hand, that hand is working a little bit more opposite. It's on top, covering that thumb. Now this serves some incredible advantages. One, it's going to enable you to strike down to the ground with an aggressive thud sound. You can really hear that club spanking off the ground. Good impact is founded off of this initial setup position because look at this. Hands ahead and you got some pressure going down onto the ground. Next thing is it's presetting your takeaway. So the angle of this hand is going to determine the direction my club takes in the initial part of the backswing. So for my takeaway lovers out there, if you've searched 100 takeaway videos already this year, this is going to end all that. Place the hand over, and my palm faces the target. As I swing back, the natural tendency is for the hand to travel on this path. So when I start the club back, here we go. Boom, takeaway done. So there's no rolling because my hand position changes that. It's not facing at the target. Now it's facing away. So you're going to have a preset, awesome takeaway right off the bat. Boom, thinking gone. Now another thing that's going to happen in this process, it's going to be the backswing and downswing mechanism of mass destruction, meaning that you're going to eliminate tons of swing thoughts here. Not only is this takeaway set by that hand, but your entire backswing plane. So when I get this hand set, let's just go back. I can already feel it. There it is. I'm not trying to manipulate anything here. Keep going. Keep it intact. I'm on plane. I'm on a good path. Get to the top. Boom. Now I've got my wrist loaded. And this wrist controlling the club face. Club face is square. So I haven't done any thinking about hands, arms, shoulders, hips, knees, and toes. And all I thought about was keeping this intact and swinging my shoulders back. Boom, the path was set. When I start down, keep it intact again. Don't change it. It's an auto shallow downswing. It's autopilot for you. I'm moving shoulder and keeping this intact. And you know what's cool is my lower body starts moving. It's like our bodies were designed for this move. God has a great sense of humor. Hips moving forward. I'm getting the right lateral movement in the downswing. I'm getting the right hip turn. And we just keep this moving. Get into impact. Boom, hands ahead, club face square. Get beyond that, boom. Get through impact. I've got the club angled more down. I'm not flipping it upwards. I'm keeping this intact. There's that angle again. So I'm just showing you all the pieces of the golf swing that you are all trying to figure out have just been taken care of by keeping this intact. And going right back into a simple grip change. And looking at, why is my zipper, this zipper thing. Dang it. Well, we'll keep going. Looking back to Rory McIlroy, why does he do that? For the exact reasons I mentioned. You can't go week to week playing golf on timing and coordination. You have to practice infinitely more to perfect timing. And even then, timing is still a variable because that's what the word literally means. We have to time it. Whereas we should eliminate timing entirely. So if you're not thinking about timing, you can think about hitting the golf ball with reckless abandon, hitting it with the wrath of God. All right, so let's look at how we're going to incorporate this into the swing and how I would go about building this into your swing, because we already know it knocks out tons of positions. So I'm going to get out a couple of handy tools. You don't need these tools, but I find them very useful. The first one is a divot board. This is going to tell me where the club strikes the ground. And then we'll get to the second one in just a bit. First thing I want you to do is I want you to get your right arm, your trail arm if you're a right-handed player, trail arm, tucked in as much as possible. I talk about tucking in this arm so much because it is the presetter of the backswing and the downswing and so many other things. So I've got my arm tucked in. Now I'm going to take my right hand and get it over. So my arm faces the sky. My hand now faces the target. And this is the position you maintain throughout the entire swing. This is it. I'm done. End of lesson. Okay. All I got to think about now is moving the shoulders. I shouldn't be telling you all this because this is something you get in like thousands of dollars worth of golf lessons. That's right here, right now. Now, keeping this intact, and this is going to feel weird for you. If you are doing this for the first time, and if you're doing this for the second or third time, you're probably not doing it right yet. It feels weird. That's why I've got some stuff I'm going to show you later in this video. Look at that angle between the hand and the forearm right there. That's intact, and the forearm is facing the sky. So this all stays intact. I swing around my body, backswing, keep it intact, downswing, keep it intact, fall through, keep it intact. And I want you to just sense how your body responds to the movement of this shoulder going around the body. So my right shoulder is moving back and through. But this unit, more importantly, is staying intact. It is frozen in time. So when I get to the top of my backswing, it's the same as what you saw here at setup, okay? Top of backswing, setup, fall through. Nothing's changed. Now when I tilt down to the ground, it's the same thing that I showed you right here. This is not a magic trick. I'm just not changing it. Start down. Impact. Same thing I'm showing you here. Fall through. Same thing I just showed you at address. Nothing is changing because if I go around changing this, I am going to screw up. Yeah, if you change it, there's a flick of the wrist, there's a flip of the club. Downswing, if I change it, there's a steepening of the club. Backswing, if I change it, which that's kind of hard to do, but that would be like a flying away elbow. So yeah, you start to screw up your swing the minute you lose this. And that's why pros keep this. That's why the best golfer in the world is doing it. So, what I would do first, and this is going to eliminate years of bad habits, just take this setup I just showed you, grip it in one arm, one hand. I've got a little divot board down here, show you exactly where my club's striking the ground. And if you got a mat at home, you don't need the practices of the range. This is going to be far better than any range practice you're going to do this week. Just give me a few minutes of this. Actually, give me 10 or 20 minutes, not 5. Give me 50 reps of this per day. Holy cow. All right, now doing this one-handed, you can feel, keeping this intact, if you'll know when you screw this up because, dang, you straighten your right arm, you flip the wrist, the club's gonna bottom out behind the ball. So our whole goal is to get the club to bottom out here. You will know. This is not easy, by the way, but I'm moving my shoulder, keeping this intact. Oh, I hit a little behind it. That's not cool. Now, it could be a little biased because the divot board is sitting slightly higher off the mat. But I'm automatically going to train. Ooh, that was good. What was the difference between that first one and that second one? Well, dang, the first one really stunk. But that was because I lost this and I started flipping at it. My right arm extended early. My right arm straightened early, spanking the ground behind the ball. There's a pull, slice, chunk, duff. Duffer McDuff Duff. So I've got to move this arm around my body and then keep this intact. Shoulder, 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 keep intact. Boom. Okay. Do this nice and slow at first. You're going to want to rush through this process because the average golfer rushes through everything. The average golfer works on far too many things. Don't rush. It's not a race. This is a marathon and it's a skill. So I need to learn how to get my right arm to release at the proper time, just keeping this intact. So I need to move it more towards the target. Now I do think my divot board being up above the ground is influencing that, so I'm going to put it on the ground where it would be with the golf ball. Now I'm got it level with the ground. Now I can feel strikes that are more out in front of the ball. Good. Ball first divot. Nice and slow. Okay. That'd be good right there. Let's do one a little bit faster. Don't feel it release early. There we go. Perfect. And when I say release early, don't feel the arm come untucked and the wrist. Look at this. This is the position that every struggling golfer is in at impact. It's elbow out and it's wrist flat. But the pro is elbow in and it's wrist bent. This versus this. And if I'm going to do the old, just show you. Oh, gosh. I mean, that's what I was feeling, a little bit of that when I released this arm early. Feeling that versus driving through the ball. Now keep it intact, keep it intact, keep it intact. Boom, ball first divot. So, a real easy way to start grooving this into your swing and feeling, wow, so many habits are going to go away, so many bad habits are going to go away right there. Now let's get into some more downswing type stuff. So contact is important. We're still going to do it within the context of the whole swing. So the whole swing is being knocked out here. Yeah, takeaway. So we keep it intact. You should already notice that your takeaway is here. You don't have the club going way behind you or way out in front of you. It's just the normal reaction of taking this arm back with the shoulder. The face angles a little bit more down towards the ground. My palm angles down towards the ground, but that's where it was at address. So nothing's changed. As you go back, keep that intact. So you should see that halfway back, your arm points a little bit more towards the sky, not way at the sky, but it's just keeping the angle of this arm intact. It's about 45 degrees or slightly less towards the sky. Keep it on that angle, keep going. Top. Club's in a good shallow position here. It's not vertical, that'd be me losing my angle. And it's not too shallow, that's me losing my angle. So you think all these positions that we're getting into, they're not just accidents. Pros are not specifically trying to get to a certain position by manipulating the entire swing. That's a bunch of baloney and timing. No, pros are going to get into a position as easily as possible. This is what they're doing. I don't have to think about this. Now when you start down, keep this intact. Now, some of you are going to say, well, Tom, you can't start the downswing with the shoulder feel. Yeah, you can. If you kept this arm in this position and you can move your shoulder, look. Sometimes golfers will tell me, you can't do that. And it's like, I'm doing it right now. And it's because you're a pro. No, it's because I'm a human, I have a body with joints. I hope you do too. I'm not some AI robot. That's me moving the arm and the shoulder, and the shaft is staying shallow. You do not see me pushing this over. Whoa, what happened? There's my arm. Out, wrist is broken down, wrist is flat. Good. Good. Bad. Bad. Wrist condition, arm condition. What in the world is that? It can't be that simple. But yet here we are. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep the shoulder moving into impact. And I want you to just stop at impact for a second. And just note that the club is leaning toward the target, not like this, not way back, just hands in line with the thigh. You look down at the club face and it's pointing at your target, just slightly right of the target, ideally. You may have even noticed a little thud when you had that club strike the ground. That's power right there. That's the best feeling in golf. You're just creating it. We're getting used to creating it more and more. Train this. Your routine, I want you to just 20 to 30 to 50 reps. Work your way up if you have to. Start at 50 if you really want to get this home. Before you skip on to the next 5-minute YouTube tip that's going to make you a wizard, just do this 50 times and then do it for 3 days and then do it for 4 weeks and you will be so much better. Now, I'm not done showing you some of the more awesomeness of this. Just really passionate about getting you guys out of the golf swing desert because I know how many of you have been wandering for years. And if you are someone who's been playing golf for under 10 years, just know that I've got a whole thousands of 70-year-old golfers who have suffered for 40 years. And they were just like you. Now they're not suffering because they learned these things. But they have suffered. And I would hate it if you became one of those people that just fell into the abyss of wandering. Can't afford to do that. Golf, life is too short to play bad golf. So, now we're going to put 2 hands on the club. But before we do, I want to show you this really cool device. This is an optional thing. Just like I've got the divot board, this is the Precision Impact Trainer. I'm going to strap this to my arm and it's going to just keep my arm in position. I know they've got some of their own drills on their website, but this is the Tom Saguto version of this drill. I'm going to preset it at address, a couple clicks. So you just heard me click it there. This is neutral. I'm going to go 1. There we go. That looks pretty. 1 click gets me in a good spot. Now, arm in, wrist condition set. This is going to hold me in that position because many of you are not going to be used to this feeling. As I was the first time I did this, it was so new. Now I can feel the shoulder in control of this whole thing, and this whole unit is intact, so I just move the shoulder. There we go. That's perfect. So I go back, it's intact. It's not going anywhere. This will not go anywhere. The Saguto version would have an electric shock tool that would pulsate every time you violated this. Now keep that shoulder moving. When I get to the top, it's going to load even further. That's a natural result. Combination of the weight of the club, your wrists hinging. Then we get into impact, boom. Now I'm going to reset it, just a simple little push of that plastic piece. Let's grip it with the club. If you don't have one, it's okay. Just got a link to it in the description and comments below. This just makes it easier because I know what it's like when you're working on stuff. It's easy to just go off track. Now this keeps you on track. Keep it going. Loaded. Keep it going. Divot board, perfect strike. There it is. There's everything that just happened. All I'm thinking though is keep it going. That's a swing thought, keep it going. Keep it going meaning shoulder, because this arm is now set with the wrist. So I'm going to two-hand this thing. What you're going to see, you could take whatever lead hand grip you like. Set my arm, set my hand. Oh boy, my hand is over now. This shot is game over. And I'm just going to keep my hand in contact with this precision impact trainer. Tighten it up a little bit. Now we're getting down to business. Many of my Seguto golfers have purchased this already, so if you got one, let's do this together. All I'm feeling for the golf swing is this shoulder, this arm, everything else going for the ride. So here we go. Let's go on a nice ride. Take away. Continue back. Keep it intact. Wrists start hinging. Go to the top. Look at that. It's perfection. Yeah, you hear it clicking more to the top. I'm just keeping it intact though. Face square, clubs on plane, takeaway is good. When I start down, keeping it intact. Auto shallow, the auto shallow machine. Keep going. Impact, everything's intact. You're not gonna see any desire to flip there. Dang it, that hand's coming off the paddle. I feel my hand losing connection with the device, so. And then swing the shoulders through. That's how I practice this. Little slow reps. If you did 50 reps, starting off with basic arm only, trail arm only, then trail arm with the club, exactly as I've demonstrated, and then we add two hands to the club, just like this. If I just keep this intact, I feel a guaranteed good form, good strike with my lovely divot board here. No need to hit balls. This is already training some great form. So, through impact, I keep my hand in contact with this paddle. Finish. That would have been a little thin, a little too far forward. However, it's better than any of that old early extension stuff. So that's how I would practice eliminating years of bad habits, from takeaway to wrist hinge to top of backswing, into shallowing the club, into getting into impact, into follow through. What in the world just happened? The whole swing taken care of by one thing. Yes. And there's a reason why Rory McIlroy does it. Really prominent with Rory McIlroy. You can see that over there. And if you just were to give me 50 reps of this, my goodness, you'll be a great golfer. 50 quality reps, exactly demonstrated like this. No manipulation of the wrist or hand, no untucking of the arm, just keeping it in, keeping everything intact. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Now, is there anything else we could possibly do to make this even better? I mean, I've kind of run out of thoughts here. I'm more in awe of how much has been eliminated. I know many of you are saying, Tom, does it work with the driver? Yes. I'm going to show you how. First, we're going to start off with a club that many people suffer with. And this is like the best feeling club in your bag. When you strike it, you know it. It's a 4-iron and a 3-iron. I used to have a 3-iron. I got rid of the 3-iron. All the club companies, they don't know what you're missing. All right. Does anything change? No. It's a longer club. The only thing that changes with the longer club is that you are going to stand farther from the ball, but it does not change the feeling of your arm. This is a beautiful thing. It's an easy transfer over. So whereas with that 9-iron, I'm here with the steeper, more vertical shaft angle. Well, with this 4-iron, I'm going to be here. My arm's just sitting lower, not so much up. So I'm just going to keep that same arm angle intact. Takeaway is going to be a little bit lower around my body due to the fact that it's a longer club. That's normal. But it's the same form. This is beautiful. Keep it going. Keep it going. Auto shallow into impact. Yeah, you're going to feel a shallower strike. It's not going to be the club diving down steeper into the ground like you would with your short irons. You're not going to feel that amount of down and deeper divots. No, you're going to feel a shallower divot, and it's going to be amazing. But nothing's changing here. I can take the same keys, go around my body, top, into here, and then throw that club out in front of me. Now, I'm kind of worried to hit the wall, so I might make some bad form. But I'm okay with those reps for now. I just don't want to hit that wall. Try with the driver too. 2 hands, same thing. Keep it intact. Boom. Keep intact. Boom. Wow, like, do you see the hinge right there? What the heck? That shouldn't be happening. But that's not me trying to hinge the club or trying to do any fancy moves. That's just built in. Built in. I need you to share this with golfers who are in your group who are thinking way too much. It's built in. Here comes the driver. Do, 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 do. Whew. Whew. I love you. All right. Does anything change with the driver? It's just a big flubby club head now. Nothing's different. Set up. Farther from the ball, so the club shaft's at a lower angle. But watch, take it back, keep it intact. Good takeaway, I love it, good boy, good dog. The big dog is gonna bark. Good, keep it going. Don't hit the garage. Good, keep it intact. Good, keep it intact. Boom, through the hit. I have not changed a single piece of my swing from that 9-iron to that 4-iron to this driver. It's the same swing for everything. And this is going to get you hitting it on the center of the club face as well. There's so much good going here. So if I was to say one piece that really takes care of all the positioning of your swing, it would be so much of this is contained in that arm. If you're like if I was going to write on my arm, I'd write swing positions. It's all right here. Now there are some other pieces that I discuss in detail in my crispy contact system. It's where I take the entire golf swing, all of the hundreds of thousands of complex machinations you could be doing, and we just condense it all down to 2 simple moves, and we go even further into making it 1 move. So when you get over the ball, all you do is set up. You execute this 1 move, and it takes care of all positions entirely, so you can just enjoy playing golf instead of playing golf swing. All right, I got a link to that in the comments in the description below. I'd love to see you in there. If you do that for just 30 days, it will make you a phenomenal golfer. Thanks for watching today. I have fun simplifying your swing. And if this simplifies your swing, comment below and share with others your experience. Thanks again, and I'll see you in a future video.